guys, so today I'm going to talk about some of my bits that I have and use. These are not all of them. These are just the ones on the bit wall. The other ones are over there hanging up that don't have a headstone or something. So we'll start with the Snaffles. Let's see. Right here is one of my fat Snaffles. Twisted wire fat one. I like this, gets them off the bit a little bit if I need something more than a snaffle. It's nice and fat. This is one of my small twisted wire ones. Works more if they're really, really on the bit and I need to back off a little bit more. And the fat twisted wire isn't doing anything. I'll put them in this for a little bit, soften their mouth up, and then back them off back to the fat snaffle, and then soon they'll be able to go. I'll put them back in the smooth mouth. This is another one of my small snaffles. The other one was rigged up on the pony head stall. And this one has my split reins and everything. This is my slow twist. I put this in their mouth if they need a little bit something more than the fat twisted wire, but not as much as the small twist. I'll put this in their mouth, and it works good to back them off, but it doesn't have a whole bunch of bite to it. It has some, but not as much as the small twisted wire. This is my smooth mouth snaffle. I try to get him back in this. This is a fatter one. I have a little bit smaller mouthpiece one in the horse trailer. And this one's rigged up with the German martingale. But this is my twisted wire with three-piece. It's a three-piece twisted wire with dog bone. I like this because it's a little bit, if a horse, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like some horses like a three-piece, this one better than any of, like the small one or the slow twist, and I'll put this in their mouth. Like JJ likes this one. He doesn't really need a whole lot, but that one works good on him. And here's just another one of my smooth mouths. And now I'm going to show you some of rail racing bits. Right here is a long shank Charmaine James, just plain twisted wire. It's good for a lot. Like if you need to lift that shoulder if they're pulling on the bit or pushing on the bit. I like this one. I did use it on Ojo when her bit broke, and she worked pretty good in it. But same thing as most of them, except different mouth. Get a different reaction. And this is JJ's. This is the short shank Sharon Camarillo combination bit. It has nose, drop nose band, and it has a short shank, a little bit of gag, not much. It has rate, but it doesn't have a whole lot of lift, and that's just what he needs. Doesn't need lift. Has nose. He sometimes needs a little bit of nose. Like the bigger pins, he gets going a little bit more, or the smaller pins, and I need to lift him up faster. And this here is the short shank Charmaine James. It is smooth mouth, three-piece smooth mouth with a copper roller. It has lift for a horse that doesn't need so much lift. With the long one, I use this on BB. It works good. And then here's Blue's bit. I'm not really sure what this bit is exactly, but it's something, and it works for him. It's a three-piece with the copper roller in the middle, and it has shank, but he works good in it. I don't know what it is, but something he's always had. long shank Charmaine James pretzel bit with medium port. It works good on her, the mouth, because it helps me, like, she really leans on the bit going into the first barrel. This kind of backs her off a little bit. I don't have to use as much, but it works good. She works better in this one than in the twisted wire one. It's just the bit I run her in. She works good. Makes life much easier. This is the Junior Cow Horse. Do a lot of training in this bit if they need something a little bit more than the snaffle when starting to run, or ask them a little bit more. I'll put this in their mouth. It doesn't have a whole lot to it, but it's a good introduction bit from the snaffle. Let's see. This is another little bit I like. It's Easy 5. It's a really short shank, 3-piece with copper roller. I use this on JJ when I'm like working on him and everything, training, do some different exercise with him, and I need something more than the ring snaffle. I need some shank on it, and this is the perfect little bit for him. Now, here's Skippy's bit. This is a $1 million bit from Martha Josie, and this has always been his bit. I've always ran him in this, and it works good. This is usually his big bit pin, but right now, a friend of ours' daughter's using this, so he has this all the time when we run. I always used it when I was really little on him. He runs best in this bit. I usually have a little pack more the smaller pins that I run him in, but I don't have it with me right now. And this here is the short shank cherry Cervi with the twisted wire mouthpiece. I ran this on JJ. We need a little bit more than this, and that's why I switched to the Sharon Camarilla. But this bit's nice. It has, it needs some lift. It has lift. It has a little bit of gag there. Has a good rate. It's another good little bit that won't terrify a horse when you put it in its mouth. And then here's the long shank Sharon Camarilla. It has the same amount of gag. It has more lift to it and everything. So the horse needs some nose, some more rate, and then of course a little bit of lift. This is the bit. So, those are just some of my bits. The ones over there, those are my English bits. Don't need to know about those. So yeah, those are some of the bits I use when I run. And when I train them. I usually use my snaffles when I'm working the barrels, and I know I don't need them to, if they stay shaped good and I don't need them to lift or anything, I'll just keep them in this when I'm training them. But if, like I said, if I need a little bit more, I'll put like a little bit of shank on them. That way I can move them over a little bit easier if I need to work them on that. So, I try to stay in a snaffle as much as I can, but sometimes, you know, you just gotta have a little bit more when you're working them on exercises and stuff, and that's why I like these little bits. But, so yeah, thank you.